totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbin makes Valery Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. Come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judge is going to be needed. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
On Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that.
I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Zachary. Is he?
You fucking rat!
Let us move on to the Bellew of the Weeks before we finish up for episode 340. Rob Kelly's still with us, so is Dave the Hater Lowback, Gabe, Andy and Ozzy Smith alongside me, Steve, here as usual. Naota, the first nomination from Hamed. Saw Hamed floating about in the chat there. Naota said after the Lomachenko-Campbell fight, 114, 113 to Lomachenko for me. Fuck off with those whack scorecards. Don't know what he was watching, scoring it that close. Lawrence Okoli was on Twitter talking about all the belts that he owns, European, British, Commonwealth, WBA, Continental. You're basically Usyk, mate, says Fanatic. Exactly, agrees Lawrence Okoli. Ryan Younger has nominated Matt at Boxing UK. Like I said, Derek Chisora versus Parker is the only fight on this card worth watching. It should be main event. Yeah, you should be main event in the stocks. Lord Ryan Brigdale was nominated by Chad Hogan over on Asylum BOTW on Twitter, talking about Nigel Benn and Conor Benn. Not the travesty, that is Nigel Benn returning at 55, which we will discuss very shortly. Nigel for me was a Hall of Famer, says Lord Ryan Brigdale. I agree Conor may not be held up in the same regard when he hangs up his gloves, but could Conor be a two-weight world champion? Absolutely. Absolutely not, I think you'll find, is the answer to that. Dylan O'Brien, talking about what Ozzy was going on about earlier. Kell Brook against Gennady Golovkin, historical revisionist. I beg to differ, says O'Brien. I think Kell was more than holding his own, and if it wasn't for the broken eye socket, I think he would have gone on and maybe won the fight. Judas at Don Harrow nominated him for that. Kevin Byrne has nominated Eddie Hagan, who was talking in the chat below the Kelly Pavlik podcast. Kelly Pavlik and his sidekick James Dominguez were talking about Harry Greb, one of the all-time greats. Eddie Hagan said, coming off the street, I'll whoop Greb's ass, if that is really how he fought. I've seen toddlers look better than him. Greb's chin is a foot over his knee. Come on, man, it's embarrassing, says Eddie Hagan. Wants to take on the great Harry Greb. Not impressed by his style at all. Simon Says Where was nominated. Tony Bellew, talking in the Daily Star, hashtag do the unthinkable. Bellew's pushing this diet and fitness thing, isn't he, at the moment? Just leave him alone. Let him lose weight in peace. Toby has nominated Christopher Barrows, talking about Kell Brook again. Kell Brook was fighting great, to be fair, until he broke his eye socket against Golovkin. His career would have gone a completely different direction if he hadn't have got that injury. He was up on the scorecards and looked like he belonged at that level. Alright then. Philip of Bish nominated Adrenaline Addict, talking about Conor McGregor against Mayweather, saying it was a close fight. Andrew Harrison has been nominated by Zico, talking about progressive tax strategies for Tyson Fury. We'll leave that one to one side on the evening. Eddie Hearn. The main event, says James, talking about Prograis against Josh Taylor. The main event wouldn't sell out a bingo hall. They're using Derek Chisora's name to shift pay-per-views. I agree with everything he said. I'm not sure I agree completely with Chisora. He does put a few bums on seats and people seem to like him these days. I'm not sure he's this selling out a 20,000 arena person that people seem to think all of a sudden though. Prograis against Taylor might not shift too many casual tickets, but it's a great fight. Is Chisora the big seller that he's letting on, Andy?
I wish Callie actually took on Dale Boy's comments, fuck off to Scotland, basically, because we sell it out up here, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Yeah. It's part of the reason I'm not going to the fight, because it's in London, eh? I fucking hate the place, so I'm not going down for it.
Yeah, completely agree. Not a fan of big cities myself. I'll be avoiding that one like the plague. Great fight though, I'll watch it on telly. Billy Joe Saunders has been nominated for tormenting Starbucks servers by riding his bike through the drive-thru. These are shit, stop doing them, don't want to see them anymore. Tormenting people. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Chad Hogan has nominated Nissi Saraland. Happy 24th birthday to the biggest puncher in the super middleweight division, Vincent Feigenboots. Yeah, happy birthday from everyone from the Asylum to you as well, Big Vinny. Ben Thorns has nominated Eddie Hearn. Tyson Fury has easy fights that nobody is interested in, and he's supposed to be the best. Oh, the fucking irony, says Ben Thorns. World Boxing Council, WBC themselves, nominated by J.S. Park 10. The Mayan Belt, waiting for its owner. Tyson Fury is the Mayan Belt champion. Joe Tessitore, before I forget, I'll throw him in as well. I thought he was absolutely horrendous last night. This fight has had absolutely everything. He was just creaming his pants, and I said on Twitter earlier, if he'd have seen a Matthew Saad Muhammad fight, he would have spontaneously combusted. It was a decent scrap. It was engaging. Fury was cut. There was no knockdowns. Don't think anyone was really truly hurt. Both of them gassed out a little bit. It was a decent scrap, better than we thought. Tessitore was just completely overplaying it. He was being disingenuous, telling people they were seeing something that they weren't. So fuck you, Joe Tessitore, I'm nominating you. Chad Hogan has nominated Sky Sports Boxing. Didn't go full rant mode there, Andy. Kept it sane.
Fucking raging today, mate.
Raging today. Me and Gabe. Absolutely horrendous, says Chad, talking about Sky Sports Boxing. Who is the next Floyd Mayweather? Sky Sports put some names forward. Is it Devin Haney? Is it Jaron Ennis? Whoever that is. Maybe Jessica Ennis. Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, or Carlos Balderas. Those are the names they're throwing in there. Big Bert at Boxing Boy 24, 84 even, has nominated Tony Bellew for his fitness guide. Here's one then, guys. Quick word on this from anybody who's interested. Trading Leather Boxing. Bellew of the Week nomination. Who the fuck sanctioned Nigel Benn to fight at age 55, or even Ben for wanting to do it himself? I know they'll drag out the Bernard Hopkins was still fighting at 50. No. Will it fall by the wayside? Will the Malta Boxing Commission, or will he go over to Australia and fight Beaker over there? Why on earth are they doing this?
Well, he's got a house over in Australia, isn't it? That's where he stays. It's the ideal place to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Surely. And the Aussies, I don't know, fucking, you can't what their scene's like just now. Christ's sake, they have more fights at ringside rather than what happens in the ring, you know?
The bikers. There always seems to be bikers, don't there, in those Aussie shows?
It is like, I tell you what, it's serious shit. They actually, you aren't allowed to, see biker gangs, for example, you can only legally drive 2 at a time. So like these big, like, like training them, it isn't allowed in Australia anymore than that, eh?
Just a bonkers situation. What do you think about this, Rob? We've heard of Steve Collins and Nigel Benn trying to fight each other. The board wouldn't sanction it. Take Ames in the chat, Rob, says that it's supposed to be taking place in Birmingham.
And that's a travesty. I mean, surely the people around him, the ex-fighters and everything, should pipe up now and be voicing their disapproval and saying this fight should be made. Realistically, what if he gets hurt? Sergio Beaker's probably still got more in the tank left than Ben because he's been more active. So he could hurt him. I don't approve of this at all. I can't even see the funny side of it. It's just scary. 55 and he hasn't fought in 25 years or something, or 20 years. What's that going to look like?
And Sakio Beaker, Rob, he's not a great fighter, but talk about rough and tumble. Remember his fights with Calzaghe. Remember him breaking onto the scene, literally against Marcus Bayer, banging the head in. This is a real rough and tough dude.
Fought everybody as well, and it's been like I said, been really active. So
even
what's this going to look like?
In trouble.
Exactly, hurt Ward, didn't he? So yeah, I don't know. He might have dropped Ward, did he? Oh no, it was Boone that dropped him.
That was Darnell Boone, wasn't it?
Darnell Boone, yeah. No, he definitely gave Ward some problems though. So what would that look like now? A 55-year-old man, body completely broken down, hasn't been fighting, sparring, old, reflexes gone, chin probably gone at this stage. That's a scary prospect. I don't like that at all. No way.
No for Rob. Declan Graffin has nominated Gabriel Flores Jr. for dedicating his fight on Saturday night to, wait for it, Tupac. Maybe the great man's there, kicking it in the Caribbean, watching the Gabe Flores fight. Enjoying the old boxing. What else have we got here, gentlemen? Luke has been nominated by Porky's Corner. It's up to Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing to decide, as they own the fight. KSI against Logan he's talking about. As Eddie's British, I'm sure he'll have it sorted. It's not like he isn't used to organising big fights. Porky nominated quite a few people for that thread. Chad Hogan has nominated Bet365 Poker. If Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight of the past 30 years, who are the second and the third? They then put pictures up of Lennox Lewis, Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko. Well, it sure as hell ain't Fury, and I wouldn't even argue that Tyson himself was the best. I'm not going down that rabbit hole tonight. Ryan Songalia has been nominated by Danny Roblowski. Devin Haney fight. The fight is stopped. Devin Haney with a virtuoso, brutal performance. Stoppage of Zohar Abdullayev after the 4th round. Forget the interim belt. Haney is a future pound-for-pound champion. Hard to see anyone beating him, even Lomachenko. Zico, Tyson Fury's post-fight interview has been nominated. I won the prestigious WBC Mayan belt, says Zico. Something to be proud of in my book. Here's a question, says William. Do you think Wallin would have went 12 rounds with AJ or Wilder? I don't. Son Lime jumped in. I don't think Wallin goes 12 with Dave Allen. Who, sir, are you? Nominated Mr. Lime for that one. That, gentlemen, is all the ones I've got. I'm going for Joe Tessitore because he annoyed me. Any other nominations from you, Rob?
Yes. Oh, when you go, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob.
No, I'm nothing for this week, dude.
Rob, maybe Nigel Benn, Andy. Go on then.
No, Nigel's my guy. He was my man growing up and stuff like that. Still bad though, still bad. But no, I'm going to nominate Callie Serlin for that prime Peter Stormare fucking hairdo that he had. Basically, it was prime Prison Break fucking hairdo that fucker had, didn't it? Slicked back at the sides. And Del Boy going mental down the side of the table and stuff like that, and he's like, "Let me do my bit." He's like, "Oh, fuck off!" Like, you can just tell both him and fucking Eddie shat their shots. Like, they weren't going to fucking mess with Del Boy, eh? So I think he'll definitely get a few extra shillings in his pay packet for his fight. You can guarantee that, because he strikes me as the sort that even though promoters are snides and try to kind of like underpay when they can. Del Boy just strikes me that guy that he won't get fucking bent over. Like, he'll get every fucking penny he's due.
Absolutely, no Vaseline for Del Boy. Billy Joe Saunders, Gabe, has been nominated for his latest antics. A few casuals as well been thrown in as well, including adrenaline addict Tony Bellew for his fitness package, and also Eddie Hagan for slagging off the great Harry Greb. Any nominations from you, Gabe?
No.
Nothing from Gabe. Strong week for Derek Chisora, Dave the Hater Lowback. He seems to be a front runner at the moment. Also Naota for saying that Lomachenko only won by a point against Luke Campbell. Any nominations for you, Hater?
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Derek Chisora. It's a toss-up, really, between the absurdity of Nigel Benn fighting again at 55 and Derek Chisora's banter / negotiation mid-press conference. I'm going to have to give it to Derek because the other one is just sad. Nigel Benn was shot to bits in his late 20s, early 30s. Like, in that, his last fight was against one of his last fights. Didn't he fight Collins twice at the end there? He fought him twice, I think, or right. maybe just once. It was painful though. Like, even then, I don't know what age he was, but it was bad. Like, he had nothing, and he just got pounded. And that was back when that was like 20 years ago, as Rob said. So. No, this is terrible. I'm going to have to give it to Derek.
Yeah, the image of Nigel Benn retiring. 96, the second one. I think they're both in 96. When they was towards the end, it was nearly Christmas in 96, the second Collins one, and he retired. We thought for good, but he seems to be coming back again. So Derek Chisora is voted for by Dave. The nominations are over. Let's get on to our picks then. I'm going for Tessitore. Who are you going for, Andy?
I'll go for Del Boy.
Del Boy as well, strong week. I do need to get some clips on that press conference done, hopefully for next week, and get them playing. Rob, who are you going for this week? 2 for Del Boy, 1 for Tessitore so far.
Yeah, it's gotta be the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. I mean, a legend. Talk about a legend of British boxing. Like, Doug DeWitt, Aaron Barkley, Watson fights Eubank. Collins broke down against Collins all those years ago. And if he comes back, like, there's nothing but bad things are going to happen, and someone should be trying to stop him. Like, can't be letting this happen. Like, it's bad for the sport.
Bad for the sport, says Rob. Ozzy, you're off my screen, Ozzy, so I forgot about you there. Sorry, if you have any nominations, throw them in, but if not, go ahead straight into your pick.
I don't have any nominations, but I'm going to pick Nisa Sutherland for saying that Andy's favourite fighter, Vinny Fagenbuts, is the hardest hitting super middleweight in the world.
What a cunt.
So yeah, Nisa Sutherland gets my vote for this one.
Would you not let him off, Andy, given the haircut?
No, it's Callie.
No, it was Nisa, no Callie.
Oh yes, sorry, that's the other one, isn't it?
Yeah. The poor
There
man.
you go. I'm trying to find, in honour of Derek Chisora, the Chisora clip here while we're live on air, but I'm struggling to find it.
We want to be honest, right? We want to be honest, right?
To be
Hope
honest.
fucking
I don't know which one I've got here, but I'll play it anyway. I've found something, so let's see what it is.
You're a fucking bum. You're a fucking asshole. I hope you fucking die.
There you go.
That's the one.
Good old Derek. Gabe, who are you going for this week?
I'm not really sure. This is a really tough one. I thought Dale was great. I got to tell you, I thought that whole press conference was tremendous. I really enjoyed it. You know, he said, if you're not going to give me top bill, then pay me. I want more fucking money. It was just great. It carried on for fucking hours on end. I love Dale. I don't see how anybody could not like that. He's a fucking character. So I'm not going to vote for Dale just because I think he's great. I'm going to give it to Joe Tessitore because I fucking hate ESPN and I hate Joe Tessitore and I hate Mark Kriegel more than anyone else. And I hope Mark Kriegel gets in to give an interview and the fighter has been knocked out, gets up and is unaware of what's going on and punches his fucking face off. Even though I didn't have to listen to Kriegel last night. Still hope he gets punched in the face.
Yeah, not a lot of Kriegel action. So 2 for Tessitore, 2 for Ben, and 2 for Chisora. We'll give it to Chisora, Andy, I think. Honorary nomination. He deserves the Bellew of the Week to his services to shit talking. He's not afraid to tell it as it is. He has a few quid in the bank as well. I don't think he really cares. Just a shame he didn't pick Eddie up or throw him or throw a table or something. That would have been the icing on the cake. But happy enough for Chisora as the main man here, Andrew.
He's shrewd.
He was in on it, but I'll tell you what, I would love to have, just for banter purposes, I'd love to have seen Del Boy get up on the table, walk along that said table, grab Eddie by his fucking hair plugs, pull him up on the table and fucking DDT him Jake Snake Roberts style right through the fucking foundations by the way. How's that for banter, Eddie? Try and sell that shit.
What a sight that would have been.
Oh man,
I'll give it to you, Del. Well done.
He was at it.
No, I know, but he's still unpredictable. Even if they've agreed it, you could still see him do something off the cuff, Rob.
Yeah, no, he's.
I said a minute ago, I hope he glasses somebody.
He glassed me.
That's my favorite press conference.
Fucking glassed me.
That was fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna shoot you.
He glossed me.
I will
the sad thing was though, Don Charles, one of the most decent guys, ended up getting the left hook, didn't he?
Oh man! Just as, that was
punishment.
Wasn't it? Fonte had just called him a salesman. He said, "Go away, David. You're a salesman." And then they all kicked off. Then just said, "Go to see you. I'm going to slap him."
Exactly. They ended up fighting on the Luxembourg Boxing Commission on the Frank Warren Show. Let us finish up then, everybody, with a bit of Chisora chat at the end. Congratulations to Derek, you are the Bellew of the Week winner.